I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is September 13th, Friday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. Happy Friday, and it is Friday the 13th. So anyways, you have to watch yesterday's video so we can progress here. Obviously, we've been bullish. We'd be saying that the price is going to be pushing up. They did not take out that previous week's high and that nice little pool that they've been developing there, and it's okay. If you were waiting for that target, then on a Friday, in my experience, it'll generally take it. But at the same time, we've been pushing up literally the whole week, so you have to also know how to cut your losses or know how to when to cut the trade. So especially on a Friday. But anyways, let's jump into it here real quick. I want to make this really simple. We opened up here, all right, and then again we're using the last hour of price action. Generally 30 minutes is probably a little more refined, but as you see, we gapped up, right? And then we just speakered. So very similar to yesterday's price action. Again, watch it so it makes sense, because if you missed it, then you'll understand what I'm explaining. Like here, this is very similar to this, right? Especially with indices, especially when they're just constantly moving, which this is why I love indices. I mean, I don't know why anybody would not want to trade indices. I mean, it's crazy. Or futures. But anyways, so you see here, we speaker up here, take out that high, previous day high, and then we come down and we take out that low, right? See that? So speaker there, right? That's very common. And you're looking for a push down before you go back up, real simple. But so that being the case, what do we do here? Let me just transfer over to here. As you can see, so this gap right here, when we pushed up right here, I'll show you right here. When we push up on the 4 hour, you'll see that this bearish candle right here, we don't dip in it to balance price, just like how we push through here. So it's strong, but it's also not allowing you the opportunity. But if you look on lower time frames, like for example, this scenario here in the 15-minute, you'll see that we come down and we do tag in. We do tag in here. We don't tag the 4 hour, which would be, that level would be right here. So look in so while I'm in the 4 hour chart here, look in the 15-minute chart. You see that we don't hit it, right? You see how we don't hit it, which would be that level here. We don't hit that level, right? So it's obviously I'm more on the bullish side. This wick coming down doesn't come to 50% even. Doesn't even come to 50%. So that's another signal. Obviously, if it's so strong, that's why you see that big wick. I mean, that's a big ass rejection, right? So you don't expect to see that on a 4 hour. So if you were waiting for that, I understand your logic, but that's, you don't have to go that detailed. You're just looking for buys. You're looking to wipe out some type of liquidity pool, which would obviously be, in this case, it would be the open of today. And then they also took that low. So coming this low is not in the cards. You've already got your accumulation. You have manipulation down. They're in a rush to get closer up here in that sense, but they did it really dirty today too, which I'll explain how. So again, lower highs, all this right here, lower highs. See that? So you'll see that we push up right here. And let me transfer to the 1 minute real quick. You'll see that where were we here? Just a 1 minute, right? Yeah. This 929 pushes down, and then the 930 wicks down. And let me tell you something. I fucking caught that damn trade right here. This is what I do. I end up having 3 doctor appointments today, and I'm driving to them. And I had caught this while I was at home, and then I took off and left. And I took off and left, and I was up like fucking I was up like, I don't know, $6,000 right here, right? And then I remembered that the news was coming at 10 o'clock, but it wasn't that serious of news. And I swear my mother, what happened is I put the stop loss. I put it in break even, which I normally don't do, but in this case I did because I knew I was driving. And for the life of me, I don't understand why I did this. And I told myself when I changed the stop, I changed the stop loss while I was literally driving too. And I just was in a situation where there was not really any stoplights. It was just massive driving. And I put the stop loss literally right next to the 50% of the opening range gap. I don't know what possessed me to do that. And when I did it, I was like, bro, why you should not be putting it that close to the 50%. And I was like, it's fine. It's not that serious of a news event. And we'll just, whatever, Sure enough, that motherfucker came right to 50%, tagged me. I was like, no way. So anyways, I got to I'm at the first appointment. I'm like, I can't do nothing. And then this thing wicks up and I missed it. And I was like, fuck me. I was like, whatever, bro. You shouldn't even be trading on the phone. You should be a doctor. So what do? I'm like, if it comes back down here in this wick, and you lower 50% of this wick, which is I'm talking about right here, I'm buying that bitch. And sure enough, they did. And I was like, what? So they came all the way down. And I'm like, boom. They shot straight down. And I was like, damn. And what did they do? They came right to that 50% of the opening range gap. Plus, you got the day gap in the background, right? So that's the other massive piece of this puzzle. And look what they did. They came and they took it out by the tick, which was very good for buys. When they took out this low right here and they popped up, I was like, that's perfect. Because if they didn't, I would have been scared the whole damn session damn near. But let me show you something. This is not buyers and sellers. There's no way. Right here, you could save this video, save this screenshot. This is the prime example of proof, undeniable proof that this is manipulated. That news event did not open up, and buyers and sellers did not push it right to that 50% level of that opening range gap. Let me just. I'm going to show you. I'm extremely stretching it out as far as I can stretch it out, and look at it. It's that level is still knocking that 50% right here. This moment here is undeniable proof that this is rigged. That this is I was gonna say, did they move it? Oh, the fucking program can't even. And now it's acting funny. Well, this is extreme as someone can ever. This is like overkill, right? But that right there is to show you right there that that's not buyers and sellers. That's like, I've never seen something that perfect. I mean, I have, but it's rare. All right. Anyways, let me move forward. So once that hits, and we come back and we tag that again, same level, right? And then we push up. So what happens with me? I'm gonna go to the trade only because I do want to show this understanding, because this is sort of rare. Because what this is 100% retracement. Don't mind this fib right here. This was from the phone. And then by the time I got home, I was able to screenshot this. I was holding this the fucking whole day, right? So that's when I screenshot. I forgot I should have deleted this. So don't worry about this fib. But this fib right here, you see if I'm measuring the low to the high, the retracement back is 100% retracement. So what we call that is 100% retracement, which means is that it's the same thing as hitting any one of these levels. If you expect it to buy on one of these levels, then this is the same idea, and it's in the same vicinity. So this is called 100% retracement, which is a very good sign. So, and especially that we dipped and took that little wick. So what did we do? We pushed up. Now I got this inversion imbalance right here. I don't have it drawn out, but I have this inversion imbalance right here. And right here, I'm trying to use this as support so I could buy up. These wicks are too fast. I wasn't able to function correctly when I was at the doctor on my phone. So anyways, I missed this, right? The momentum of coming up. I wasn't trying to buy it right there, but I wanted to see what it did. But bouncing up like that, the momentum coming up, I want to get in that. But I missed it. So anyways, the next candle here pops up right here. And it doesn't do a good job of sealing it, but I'm okay with that. I don't need it to, because I already know what's going on. I have 100% retracement. I have oversold, and I know we're coming up higher, right? That's the general conversation. This next wick, comes down, pushes down right here, and we're sitting at that 79 level right here, and we're pretty much took out the previous candle, which would be this candle right there, and so on, and then it starts to wick back up. Boom! Right when that happens, and we're carrying up, I end up getting filled here. And again, this is on a phone, so wasn't great. And because I'm trying to do it on a phone, I end up fucking hitting the button twice. It's like, oh my God, dude. But I was like, you know what? Let it ride. I don't care. I mean, because that's a whole conversation we can have. I'm not going to have it right now. But anyways, so I got double the leverage, and I'm okay. I got money to blow, so whatever. But wicking, all wicks. Yesterday's video, I made an example of this. So all the bodies are up, and then nice wicks, all sitting inside the upper half of that bearish inversion imbalance, and then we push up. Right? We push up. We take that high out. And then at this point, I'm not even looking at the doctor. I'm just like, I'm literally using blind faith at this point because I can't really see it. Now it's definitely in break even, and then I do whatever I do. So what do? We pop up, we come down, we retrace back here into this down candle, last down candle that really isn't efficiently delivered. It's just a complete bullish candle. Yes, you could say that one, but this one is underneath it, right? I'm not going to go on different time frames right now, so it is what it is. I want to be done early with this video. And then, as you see, we dip into it, and we have a divergence right here. Nice divergence. Look at that. Low with a higher low right there. Beautiful. That's another entry. So that's entry 1, entry 2, and that would be pretty much the basic gist of it. But what's it called? We push up here, and we use that imbalance right there. All right, nice inversion here. If you drag that out, pushed up. Now, guess what? Here is the good decision that you have to have made. This is 156. I'm doing this on purpose, literally. I was trying to see if it would put this 4-hour candle would really push up, because it's possible, but it's Friday. They've been lingering all day, and it's the next 4-hour candle is about to kick in. You see that? It's 156. Take out the profit. Best decision I ever made. Why? For obvious reasons. So what did we do? That 4-hour candle opened up. Boom. Came all the way down, which was fine. It came all the way back up and made a lower high and failed. And then the price got stuck down here the rest of the day. So this is and the reason for this is only 3 things that are going to happen in this possibility of Friday. You're either going to shoot up really hard, you're either going to shoot down really hard, or you're going to literally just consolidate and freeze, because it's the dud day. The rest of the day is good. No one cares, right? So, and that's that. That's just simple as that. So, yeah, man. And then with this projection right here, from here to here, if you look at the 2 standard deviation right there, look how we come really shy of it. That's another reason why I like to always take trades before my levels, because there's no reason to be right here. If I'm trying to be right here, and then this thing reverses on me, that would suck, right? So fuck trying to hit this level. I don't care about trying to hit this level. Even though I was on my radar the whole time, I'm like, no. If you add it all up, it doesn't matter. Doesn't make sense. Anyways, and you started to fan out here. You see the lower highs here. You see this? Lower highs in the bearish divergence. You got this speakering out, and you got this 1, 2, 3 drives. Dude, you got to be done. And for me, I had to be done. What did I take it at? I took this bitch out right there. I took it out right on this candle. And that's a good decision. And sure enough, because the next 4-hour candle, it could not make it. You also know that if it doesn't go up, we're going to save this top side for the next week. So that's also in the cards. This is just experience, but you're getting it now. So anyways, and then you look, why did it come right here? I got this drawn out because same idea what I just gave you with those bullish imbalances that weren't mitigated. So, or not mitigated, that's not even the right term. Efficiently delivered. You can see that we come right to it, and wouldn't this make sense of the breakthrough right here? Once it comes through here, like you put an imaginary trend line. There's people who use trend lines, right? People literally retail trades with trend lines. I don't, but I'm just saying. So when you see here, you see a break, right? So you see that's why they come real quick to get down to this imbalance, and then they come even lower. And look where it comes to right here. It comes right here. So them coming down to wipe and clean this up is like efficiently sealing the monkey on their back, right? And then they go even under to get the people who are really good at trading and that are getting underneath here, right? So that's literally the logic. I don't fucking care what anybody says. But anyways, that being all the case here, I felt like I wanted to say something else. You see the support, the daily opens being held at support. You want to use them, and pretty much coming up to seal the liquidity here. As you see, I'm on a 1 hour here. You can see the inefficiency after this candle from September the 3rd on Tuesday when we push down. Look at that. Look how we come right. See where we are right here, and you look to the left of the chart. Now it's clean. Just like if it was a 1 minute chart, I was just describing the balancing of price. Notice how they came right here. So it's clean. So technically, they don't have to come up here, right? Things are kind of efficiently delivered. I still think that the September pattern will go higher, but there is a very high chance that we don't go from up here as well. But I knew we were coming up here, right? But, this matter of coming up here, I don't know, obviously. But if you look on this 1 hour, you can see that they efficiently deliver. Now, if you look here, you're probably, oh, well, what about this? And you're right. It's possibly that they do take care of that. And that little spot right there too, right? Very, very possible. Obviously, we have efficiency up here too. I mean, that up there, you see this between here and here? I mean, I can draw it out. But I mean, this is like, who knows? It's like, all right, I need to be done with this. And then, I'm just going to highlight that there, because if we go up and we really make that pattern that I drew yesterday, so make sure you watch that. That's yesterday's video and the day before that, actually. It might play out, but okay. So there was something else I wanted to mention. I know I'm gonna forget it. All price action below the midnight level as well. Anything below that is a good buy, especially below the open of today. This is the best right here. Is the best price action for obviously your best low, and I caught that bitch, dude. I've all my life I'd never put a stop loss right by the 50. I guess the spread knocked it out too, because I didn't. I might put it real close though, so I was like whatever. If you take a look here at dollar also coming down, so that's also pushing us up. That's starting to look like that's going to be the trend. And then look at Dow all the way back up to the highs. And to me, I'm sorry, but that does not look bearish. If they were to bring this price back down again from here, bruh, that doesn't even look natural. So this thing I'm saying Dow is going up more. That was the other thing I wanted to say. I knew I was going to forget it. If you look at the 4 hour, you could see that. And I meant to mention this, all these videos, but, damn, I hate when they do that, bro. Why do they do that? So stupid. If you take a look here, I was looking at this as we are on the oversold area and we bounced 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So I look at that as 3 drives, and then it's really oversold here. And look at us coming up to now fill in the upper top side. That's why I was like, yo, I mean, we have plenty of room to push up and be on the overbought now. And we're actually hitting it, but it looks like, but to me, I would expect something. I want to see something like this where it's clear, where you see right here when we were popping up, we had the 1 drive, 2 drives, 3 drives. And then you had nice by here. It's like, that's the highest level. And here it's the lowest level, right? So it's very basic RSI price action, but I wanted to see something like this here, and it could still happen. Like this could be drive 1, this whole drive 1. Then we could push up again and so on, just to look like this. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But whatever. So that's the logic of the buying from here to here is we're gauging it that way too. Nice tip. I meant to say it yesterday and the other weeks. I can't remember everything. I really can't. But and look at the bodies here. You can see the bodies respecting here, and here initially, and then this is failing. But the divergence. Where is it? Oh no, did I lose it? Oh, I know why. Hold on one second. Let me bring that up here. All right, so here we also had some nice divergence work here. So when this fucking when I bought right here, but we had lower lows here with Nas. We had higher lows here, higher lows here. That nice push up. This is another reason why I was also in the trade. Yes, I have this chart on my phone too. And then what's it called? Here you could see, not here. Here you can see here when we had lower highs here with Dow. That was a nice indication of it being the top of the day. Leave it alone. That's another reason why I was out. So these are all my confluences. I'm not missing anything here to mention. The buy here, this was also a nice buy right here, and then you can see the little higher lows here with Dow. Very minute, but you can see it's constantly making lower lows here. This is just a 5-minute chart. And then we had this nice little push up with this higher lows here with Nas, and then we had lower lows here, lower lows here. But does this win? So who wins? Is it this one right here? I'm gonna make them the same color. Is it this guy who wins this battle? Or this guy? I mean, again, I'm just talking freely. I'm not saying that this is the only method of me analyzing. But it's good to see which one works more, right? So who's gonna win, this or this? And it doesn't look like this is gonna. I don't know. These higher lows are really tight, dude. Like, and then to close like that, we didn't come up any higher. They might dip down. We might gap down and then push up. I don't see us unless we gap up from here too. I don't know, man. I really don't care. I don't even know why I'm even mentioning it. But and then I talked about Dow, and then I didn't talk about S&P. That's pretty high, dude. To me, as far as Dow and S&P goes, it doesn't look like they're not gonna not go up. It looks like they are going up to take out that liquidity. Nas, on the other hand, though, that might be the weak asset or sibling, and then makes the pattern without breaking those highs. I don't know, because this is really right there. But with Dow, with Nas, see, you can see I got it highlighted in the orange. That's the previous week, and that's the previous month high, right? So if you want to trade the higher time frames, which is what you should be doing. You're using those levels, and I use it very simply with these. It's an indicator, but I think I've talked way too much. 22 minutes, and then we, pushed up a tiny bit. Not really a strong closing up, but it did move. So I mean, I can't be, but you're looking at this type of rate. You're looking at this type of flow, right? Dip back into an imbalance, push back up, create imbalances, hold it, But until you start seeing this again, I don't know. I don't think. I don't know if this train's going to stop or not. Are these lower highs right here? Is this a lower high? Are we developing a lower high here? I don't know. So, you guys have a good weekend. You guys take care, and God bless.